What's up, fellow collectors? P-Rockzilla back again for another review, and today we're taking a look at the Hot Toys R2-D2 from Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones. And before I begin, I know on a particular stream I did mention that I was probably not picking this up because I did want a clean version of R2-D2 because I caved in and I picked up the Sideshow R2-D2 that has the weathering, which I will use in one of the final poses here for comparison real quick. But it turns out I thought I canceled the pre-order, but when I went to go pick up some figures of mine, find out that the person I buy from didn't cancel the pre-order, so it was sitting there in my pile. So I sat there thinking for a while, should I keep this? Should I just tell them I don't want to return it? Like, I don't know what to do. I thought about it. I hit up a few friends. I just, got some opinions real quick. So I decided to keep it because, you know what? I thought about this. I've got to get confirmed through my guy, but I think I still have the C-3PO pre-order from the episode 2 also. So I thought I canceled both of those, but there's a good chance that I still have that pre-order too. So just in case, I'm going to keep this to see if I had the C-3PO pre-order also. And if I do, definitely want to keep these two together because they'll look cool together with the way they look at that time in the trilogy or series or whatever, the lore. But with that in mind, I'm kind of happy I did kind of, bring this home. Gonna open it up. It does. I want to see for myself what's the big difference between the Hot Toys and the Sideshow. So why not find out for myself by bringing this home and unboxing it in front of you guys. All right, well, with that in mind, let's go ahead and get this review started. Dale. What's up, fellow collectors? Die action. Dale. So now let's take a look at the box before we get to figure out the box. Right down here in the bottom, you will have the 20th anniversary of Episode 2 Attack of the Clones. Movie Master Lines, Hot Toys, R2-D2, 1/6 scale collectible figure. You got the nice picture of R2-D2 right here. Nice weathering going across his frame. And in the back here, you got all the legal information, the different stores, all the warnings. And then over here, you get the Star Wars. Right down here, you have the Star Wars again. Right at the top, you have Star Wars again. And this is a slip cover. So when you pull the slip cover off, you're greeted with that beautiful box. I love these boxes right here, man. Like these 20th anniversary, 30, all these anniversary boxes. I like the way they look. I love the window on there. The little art style they got going on here. You know I love the foils. So there goes the foil right there. And you can see R2-D2 right there. And some of the accessories he does come with. And you get a nice backdrop of Episode 2 right there. And then right there you get R2-D2 with all the... That's a lot of accessories, man. I don't know if I have time to put all that stuff on here, man. Woo! But anyways, there he goes right there with all the accessories on him. Another picture of R2-D2. And if you want to read this, I'll go ahead and bring this up here so you can pause it. Pause it right about now. Go ahead, read. Reading is education. That's good for you. All right, let's go ahead and get R2 out the box so we can take a close look at everything he does come with in detail. Now, once you get R2-D2 out that beautiful box, now that box does have a weird but good smell. It kind of smells like when I used to collect comics. If you still collect comics or you did back in the days, when you go to the comic shop and you get that freshly unpacked comic and freshly put on the rack and you grab that comic, you open it, you smell the cover. What? I like to read books. I like to read books, but I like to smell books too. So what? Don't judge me. But anyways, it has a brand new comic book smell and I do love that. So when you take them out the box, you agree with all these accessories. It is one layer. You do get this layer right here that comes with all the attachments right here. Laid out for you beautifully. And then you get the figure, the C-3PO head over here. Let me move this around so you guys can see that better. The figure, all the other accessories. And I do like this little plate right here. This is different. Oh, look, that's the remote. What? All right. So, all right. Let's go ahead and take R2-D2 out so we can take a close look at everything he comes with in fine detail. Yes, even all these accessories. There you have R2-D2 and all the accessories that come in a small little package out there so you can see in close detail what comes in the package. So, of course, oh, look, I still got some foam on him, too. I got to take that foam off. Whoops. All right. So, of course, let's look at R2-D2 first. And all right, so picking him up, feeling the difference between the sideshow one I do have, you do feel the weight difference right away. This one does feel heavier, and I'm pretty sure, and I know for a fact, most of the weight is in the dome piece right here. You can feel it where it's like, if I'm holding it right here, like if I'm holding it right here in the middle, I feel most of the weight going that way. So anyways, does have a good weight to him, more of a weight than the sideshow one. But let's look at the detail on this guy right here. And look at that shine right there. Even through the weathering, you get that little shine right there in the dome piece. So this is probably the only part that's metal, maybe? Let's see. This is metallic. All right, we'll see. So let's go ahead and look at here. Let's look around. You see all the little details and parts on R2-D2. I do like the fact that you see that right there. Like that little panel there actually has like the little different colors in there without the LED function going on. So that's cool right there. I like that. This is nice going on all the way around there. You see all the weathering right there on the top of this. I mean, on the side of the dome right here. The top portion, you see it there too. You get to see all the nice pieces here. This is like is this wire? Yeah, so it looks like actually feels like a wire. So that's, be careful with that. Get all the nice weathering down there at the legs, at the feet, if you call that feet. Get the wheels rolling down there, down here too. These roll. Nice details, nice weathering on him. And it does look good, man. I do admit it does look good. It does look better in hand. You can see there. Let's go ahead and bring his extra leg out. His third leg. All right, so let's go ahead. This is like the sideshow one. You should just be able to push this down. And there you go, right there. It comes out all the way, so you can see, as you see right there, and it has the weathering also. Let's go ahead and push that back in so we can look at the articulation on R2-D2. Of course, I want to take that dome off first real quick, so I want to see. Oh, there we go. All right, so if we take this off, this is what you have here, and I can tell you right now, yep, most of the weight's on the dome. So when you have this here, this is where you will take the batteries, put the batteries, insert them right there, unscrew that, take that cap off right there. You get 3 of these batteries right here. So the 3 of the bigger ones, if I remember correctly, or 2 or 3, I don't know. I gotta get the manual again. Go in there, and that basically plugs into here. I will show some of the light up functionality in my final poses. So it clips onto there. Now, the articulation, the dome does go around. It does do a full 360, obviously. The legs, be careful with the legs, but they can do a full 360 also. Let me just show you that real quick as proof. I'm doing a full 360 right now. That poses right there. At the ankles, he does articulate a good 30% right there. And then a good 30% going backwards this way. So that's pretty good right there. Let's see if this little third leg of his has some articulation going on it. Let's push that back out. And let's slide this up. So yeah, that has the same amount of articulation right there, about 30% right there. Push this back in. Now, I do know some of these pieces open up. Let's see if we can get some of these open real quick. I gotta find one that has a magnet. Let's go with this one right here. And nope. All right. Oop, oop. All right. So maybe this one doesn't. Yeah, it does. All right. So let's go ahead and put this back real quick. And let's see what opens up. So over here, you have this compartment right here opens. You have that compartment too. This compartment. This is, no, I don't think this one, let's see. Maybe not. This one opens up. That one opens up. There's going to be more. I know this one opens up. I know he has more around here. There we go. We have more in the back. Ooh, I don't want to. I know some are going to close as I open up these in the back. So you have this one here. Let's see what else. All right, so pretty much it. You get the attachments there. So I will look at the instructions if I missed any of the other compartments that open up. I know there's another one here somewhere. But if I miss it, I will get back to it. Just wanted to show that real quick. Just how that part opens up and how everything looks. So, yep, that's R2-D2 right there. So we got a nice look at R2-D2. With his limited articulation, he does have limited articulation. He is a robot, so it's not going to have any kind of dynamic posing. And it looks good. I will do a comparison later with the Sideshow one. Oop, wait, I got him backwards. I put him backwards by accident. Oh, no, I didn't. All right, so here we go. So let's look at the C-3PO head. There's C-3PO. Now, more likely, like I said in the beginning of the review, I will probably more likely be keeping my C-3PO now, the pre-order I have. Now that I have R2-D2. I figure I'd just complete both of them for the both versions that they have for the episode 2. This does have light up function also, and you can kind of see right there. But this looks good, and then this will open up like that. And you basically put the batteries in there, unscrew that, put the batteries in there. There's a switch right there, and yep. So we'll go ahead and put this back on. And this looks good, man. It looks very rusted. The weathering looks amazing on here. Has a decent weight to it too. So this is a glimpse that we're going to get with this version of C-3PO. I'm excited for that one. And then of course, there's so many here, so I'm not going to get them all out. But here you have all his accessory pieces. His arm attachments. You have the buzzsaw one that actually does spin. Oh, let's get it zoomed in right here. Zoomed in. There we go, focused. So that actually does spin. You have that one. You have this one right here. And this is actually metal right here, so be careful with that. Then you have his little scanner right there. This is pretty cool. Be careful because it is soft right here on this little swirly part, so it can break easily, so just be very careful with that. Then you have this piece right here. Take that little foam piece off. You have the needle there. Just be careful all these small pieces because they are pretty fragile, and I can see them breaking off pretty easily. Then you have the other arm here, and then see this has no articulation at the claw, but nice paint on there as you can see. Here's the other one. Nice paint on there also. It does have articulation right here at the end right here. You can see it move right there. Let's go ahead and keep going down the line. Then we have this one. It looks very good. Nice paint on that metal piece. Then we have this one here. I had to take this foam off right here. Now this one doesn't, does this one articulate? Let's see if this articulates. So let's see if this one does move. Nope, it doesn't articulate. Nope, doesn't move. All right, that kind of sucks. But honestly, how often would I really use this? I mean, I would think if unless you're gonna do like a specific picture, you would not have all these arms on him. But it is a cool function. Or feature, I'm sorry, not function, feature. And it is just like the Sideshow one, because the Sideshow one does actually have a lot of these attachments also. But I will say the Hot Toys one does paint them better. Then you have this one right here, which is stuck together. There's the magnet right there, as you can see. And these are articulated. So this one does have articulation right there. So that's cool. Let's go ahead and put these back so we can finish the rest of the accessories and finish this review up. All right, so let's go ahead. Of course, like I said showed before, you do get all these batteries. You will be using all these batteries. You do have the rocket arm to kind of have the accessory on there. Take that stuff off. You would take all this stuff off because this basically kind of, you know, resembles that right there, that piece right there. You will take all these off right here, attach that there, and then this bottom piece goes right here in the bottom to kind of show the effect of this arm sliding down. Basically, this is this piece right here. It's like so yeah, that's cool. I hope you guys like the sound effects there. So yeah, this does not, let's see, does this articulate? No, it doesn't articulate, so be careful with that. Just be very careful with this. And then you do have the piece right here. This is the piece that you will attach to R2-D2 if you want to make him, correctly, it should be somewhere in here. Yep, there we go. So you want to make him drag C-3PO's head like he did in the movie. This is the attachment right here. I wonder if it attaches anywhere else. I guess it just designated to one spot. So right there, that's the only spot that has the magnetic feature. Not going to work over here. Put it there, falls right off. All right. And then, last but not least, we have the flying base. I do like the fact that this is clear. As you can see, it kind of blends in, so you don't see it in the background with good lighting. So you could definitely, maybe in the final poses, we'll see if I can get those a nice shot of R2-D2 flying without seeing the base. And then last but not least, you get this nice remote. It says Star Wars on there. You have the on and off switch right there. Take this off right here, put the batteries in there. Unfortunately, it does use the button cell battery, so it probably won't last long. And the two buttons you do have are on the R of the star. You can hear it clicking. And the W of Wars. Let's do some old school video game button mashing. Here we go. Oh man, look at that. Skills. All right, there we go. R2-D2, everything that comes in the package with this nice little iconic droid that everyone loves. So let's go ahead. Well, actually, I'm gonna do something different. I'm not gonna do a size comparison this time. What I'm gonna do is actual figure comparison. So I'm gonna bring out the Sideshow R2-D2 and compare them both real quick. So there we have the Sideshow R2-D2 with the Hot Toys R2-D2. And you can see right away the different color in the domes right here in the top. You can see the different color of the weathering at the feet. And you can actually see certain things that might be a little bit different from the other. So, you know, basically quick view right here. And I did want to open up these right here. I want to show these also. These open up along with the other ones on the panel. And then this one does open up also right here too. This is just one you have to kind of get open a little bit more. But yeah, so this actually opens up. And then one thing different you would notice right away. Let's see if I bring this in real quick. I know this is R2-D2's from two separate movies. So, but R2-D2 normally keeps somewhat the same look. One big difference you'll see, not only in the color of the domes, but also if you see in the top of the dome, you see the eye piece right here, how it's different on both. And if you notice real quick too, now weight wise, I'm not gonna lie, I thought the Hot Toys one was a lot heavier, but it's not that much heavier. More likely it's in the dome. The dome on this one's a little bit lighter, but weight wise, they're about the same. The Hot Toys is a little bit heavier. Now, one thing to notice right away between this Hot Toys and Sideshow is watch this. So we take the Hot Toys one, put them this way, nothing. Take the Sideshow one, put them that way, and look at that. My man right here, he likes to reveal himself, man. He's like a party animal right here. He just likes to go commando, reveal himself everywhere he goes. So this is one thing, not as much in the back, but this is one thing that is a little pain. See, on this Sideshow one, look at that. Look, even the top part open up. Look at that. This guy right here, you can shake, rattle, roll, shake and bake. Shake and bake. If you ain't first, you're second. If you ain't second, you're last. So yeah, so I'm pretty sure I said that wrong. It's been a while since I've seen a movie. But yeah, so definitely a lot more sturdier with the Hot Toys one compared to the Sideshow one. But my honest opinion, man, you know, guys, I'm trying to be honest with you guys. Oh, look, I shook. Open up a little bit. All right, so Hot Toys isn't perfect. It didn't go all the way. So open up a little bit right there. See a little bit right there, little revealing, little. But I'm be honest, guys, for real. You see both these next to each other. If you cannot either afford or find the Hot Toys one, the Sideshow one's not that drastic of a difference that, you know, like if someone comes in and sees your collection, they're not going to know right away without touching, unless they actually collect Hot Toys themselves. They're not going to know right away without touching if the Sideshow one is a cheaper version or not. Unless you have them both in the same display, you would see. But I honestly think you can get away with the Sideshow one. So if you can only have one R2-D2 and you can only afford the cheaper one, which is the Sideshow one, I would say it's not a bad option. You know, yeah, the weathering's not as close or not as clean. That's weird, clean weathering. But it's not as good as the Hot Toys one, yes. It doesn't feel as good quality as the Hot Toys one, yes. But, another thing too is when I put these light up functions, that's going to be another big difference. And then the Sideshow one doesn't come with this. The Sideshow one does come with most of the arms that this one does come with. So it's not a huge difference on the arms. The only big difference is basically the jetpack, the C-3PO head, and of course the beautiful remote. The only big difference. But this one does come with the tray that he did have here to serve the drinks and a few drinks. So like I said, they both kind of have their own purposes. Definitely gonna keep both of them now. I'm still gonna keep mines with my Endor Luke and everything, and then I'll keep this one with the Attack of Clones like display or whatever. But yeah, man, big difference. You know, not a huge difference. Look, you can see there, yeah, that paint's a little bit better on this one. You see the back here over here, and you see right there. So this one actually has the different colors and everything too in that panel. Also, this one's just a little more sunken in. And there you go. See? So I mean, like I said, they're not. It's not like you walk into the collection like, oh my god, dude, you got the sideshow one. You're a cheap ass. You got the sideshow. Why you get the sideshow? It's not like that. It's not huge. I mean, it's not that drastic in my opinion. You can keep both. Now the Hot Toys one does look a little bit bulkier if you see in the arms and around the can torso. You can see that he does look and seem a little bit bulkier. As you can see from the side profile, you can see a little bit bulkier right there. The leg portion right here is a little bit higher on the Hot Toys compared to the Sideshow one. Yeah, the wires definitely look better on the Hot Toys one compared to the Sideshow one. This is a plastic on the Sideshow one, and on the Hot Toys one actually is a wire. Yep, so there you go. Good comparison of the two figures. Not size comparison, but just comparison in general of the two figures. All right, so let's go ahead and get the final thoughts and final poses. And there we have R2-D2 with all his door panels open and all those accessories that came with them attached to the figure all at one time. And man, I gotta say, that's a whole lot of accessories. I do like, after messing with the accessories, I do enjoy how some of them are attached magnetically and some are basically pegged into the slots or to the holes. And not only that, some actually have hidden articulation or articulation in the accessory piece. Some pull out, some bend, some move, some twist. I didn't know that when I was going through the accessories or the articulation also. I wasn't sure if those pieces were meant to be moved like that. But after messing around with it, you can adjust some of these accessory pieces to kind of have everything going in different directions, not everything coming out all at once. And if you look on that left panel piece right there with the 3 attachments, I do have the one on top with the little needle on top. And I have the one in the middle swapped over because for some reason, I'm not sure if the magnet on mine was strong enough, but when I tried attaching that piece into the upper portion where it's supposed to go, it kept falling off and basically knocking the other magnets off. So I had to switch those. I'm going to mess with it more. I'm not sure if other people have the same issue with mine. That blue one right there, see the blue and silver needle thing sticking out on the top left? That's supposed to be in the middle, and then that middle piece is supposed to be up there. But mines are not attaching for some reason. They're not getting connected magnetically. They're just falling right off. So that's the only issue I did have. The arm things on his head, I like those. Those are pretty cool. So if you on mine, you see, I got him kind of like he's flexing. Like if he was flexing his muscles, that's how those arms are kind of bent. Like him flexing his muscles, trying to show off all the compartments that he has and the size and depth and girth of those accessories sticking out from him. Yeah, so even the headpiece, like when the 2 pieces that come out of the dome, the little scanner portion, that one you actually have to push in very gently and kind of make it come out. And then from there, everything else just basically goes on there smoothly. The manual does help you to basically pinpoint which accessory pieces or arms go into which port. And there's actually that box, the picture on the box that does an amazing job of showing in color where everything does go. And I gotta say, man, this is pretty cool, man. I do like this. Definitely not gonna have my R2-D2 finally pose like this, but it's cool to have all these accessories. And I can only imagine the type of pictures people who take a lot of photographies with their figures can do with all these arms. I know a lot of people are doing this pose right here because it's basically the scene from the movie, but I want to add a little twist to it. On mine, if you see there, I basically put the arms on his head to kind of give him that Superman pose. You know when Superman's flying? He has that one iconic pose where he has that one arm extended and the other one kind of bent going towards his face and his shoulder. So there you go. There is R2-D2 doing his version of the Superman flight pose, and I am enjoying this, man. I'm happy I was able to get this figure, man. I'm being honest. Like I said, I was on the fence on it. Now that I actually have it in hand, I'm actually having fun with it. And I didn't realize I could have this much fun with the R2 figure. What the hell am I speaking French now? Is this like a French review? Bonjour, yeah, bon appetit. Enjoy the review, please. Much more Italian sounds. I'm horrible. My little, whatever. Anyways, I want to get my brightness a little bit higher. So in this scene, the brightness may be a little bit higher because I kind of want to blend out that see-through base right there, and it looks pretty good. So it actually looks like he really is flying. I did see Denobi did some kind of configuration on his where he had the little, I think the little light up blue portion right there light up. That would be very cool. I'm gonna maybe, now that I have another R2-D2, maybe I'm gonna go ahead and try to do that same thing too, because that would look good lit up. I did not install the batteries yet for the light up functions. I'm gonna try to do the next pose, the final one right here. But I just want to get a quick pose of R2-D2 flying with the jetpacks. Oh, one thing real quick. When you take off those side panels on his legs to remove that piece to attach the jetpack portions, be very careful because there are clips on the top and middle portion, and then the bottom one is not really a clip. It just kind of inserts. Just be very careful when you're trying to take those up, because I almost did break one of mine removing it. So just be very careful with that, and keep in mind of how they reconnect, so that way you can make sure you reattach them correctly without breaking or putting any stress on those clips or on the peg. But yeah, this figure is cool, man. I'm enjoying the figure so far. I'm enjoying the flight pose. I'm enjoying all the accessories and those, attachments that he does have. So I am looking forward to having C-3PO to go with my R2-D2 now. All that's left is to have R2-D2 with the C-3PO head as the accessory piece in one of the final poses, and I want to get that accomplished, and here you go. So now, after comparing this from the Sideshow one, I will say that the Hot Toys one is a better quality one, and it does come with more usable accessories, and the accessories are better quality. The Sideshow accessories do feel a little bit cheap. The actual Sideshow figure feels a little bit cheaper. So when I try to compare both of them real quick, I would, like I said before, I would just say, if you can't find the Hot Toys one, and if you think in your mind the Hot Toys one is a little too pricey, the Sideshow version is not a bad alternative. It's actually a good alternative, because as you've seen from the comparison, not too many huge differences. The quality does feel better with the Hot Toys. So with that in mind, I would say if you could find this one and you do have the funds to purchase this one, I would recommend the Hot Toys one over the Sideshow one, just because you actually just feel the quality is better, and you actually have more accessories that you can actually use and take photos with. I'm sorry if you hear that helicopter in the background. They're flying around here, so I apologize about that. It is what it is. Gotta get the review going. So the Hot Toys one, like I said, to me, I enjoy the accessories more, and it does feel better. So I would prefer the Hot Toys over the Sideshow. But like I said, the Sideshow is a good alternative for those specific collectors. Loves R2-D2. You can't really have anything much negative to say about R2-D2. So to me, he is a figure that you do need in your collection. If you're a Star Wars collector or a Star Wars fan, you need at least one R2-D2 in your collection, in my opinion, because Star Wars is not Star Wars without R2-D2 and C-3PO. They were the only ones, if I recall correctly, that were in every movie. So to me, you have to have them in your collection, and I'm happy to have this. Oh, let me show you real quick. We're gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna show you guys the light functionality and the sounds real quick. So let's go ahead and get that started right now. Okay, so right there, you can only see C-3PO's head light up, and I do say it does light up very good. So now when you grab the remote and you press the R button once, you have R2-D2 light up right there. You'll have the one on top of his head and the one in the back of the head. And as he spins around, you're going to see the two in the front. So this is another bonus to me compared to the Sideshow one. The Sideshow one does have light up features, but this one actually comes with that remote. And as you can see there, now when I press the button a second time, let's see if this works now. Sometimes it's not responsive, so let's just see. All right, so I put the button the second time, you do see, sorry, this is off. That's the first time. And when you press it again, that's the second light. Now this one I do like, because I love the way that little, the side panel right there, it kind of changes, goes through like I forgot what's the word I'm trying to use. It just goes like a wave, then you take the little green different light, and then right here in the front, so let's turn this off again. This is where it off with one light on and with the other one on. That looks so damn cool, man. The little flashing red. So these bonus things right here, I would definitely say pushes the Hot Toys over the Sideshow one, but it's up to you guys. And honestly, collectors, is up to you. Whichever one you can afford, whichever one you can get your hands on, grab that one and proudly represent and have a R2-D2 in your Star Wars collection. I also want to show you guys the sound functionality that this R2-D2 has. So on that button, on the remote, when you press the W button, this is what you get. I know it has my favorite one. The yell. Come on, where's the yell? There we go. There goes the yell. So yeah, I would say this function right here is also a bonus too. So yes, this helps push the Hot Toys one over the Sideshow one. I love these sound effects. Alright, collectors. If you enjoyed this review and this figure, please go pick it up. If you enjoyed the review, please hit the like, subscribe button. Click that bell notification. And as always, collectors, keep collecting, stay safe, be good, dale.